Hey guys, it's Becca. It's light. It is September 16th. It is the day my mother was born. And I want to say happy birthday, Mom. And just talk to you about some things. This is day 2 of my definition mission, meaning that I am changing my body. Now, I'm not working with a bad frame right now. But there are areas, of course, that I don't like. But also because in a couple of years, my daughter will be going off to school. And I've just been looking for something to do. That will be the year, hopefully Trump is no more. Also, that is the year that I just want to graduate from life too. Anyway, this is Sunday. I am home from church. I had breakfast with a new friend who... Every time you meet someone, it's at least for me, I am forced to self-evaluate about certain things. And so it was definitely an inspiring conversation with a new person and just giving you time to reflect on your own life and journey. And so I'm just faced with that a lot these days because I have been going through the need to have change and the need to embrace change. And that's spiritually, that's emotionally, that's physically, that's professionally. All kinds of things have been coming up. And this year, I would say, is a year of definite acknowledgement of need for change. A couple of years ago, I broke out with Becca is Light. I released a book last year, and that book is it's called Beautiful Darkness, all about confronting, confessing, and embracing truth. And wanting something and just not figuring it out. I mean, my journey to what it is that I'm supposed to be doing has not been easy by any means. It's been the last probably 4 or 5 years of me dibbling and dabbling in things and trying to figure out exactly what it is that God really wants me to do. And I'm not saying that he hasn't been fairly clear with some things, but it is part of the process of getting to that place where, you are really living out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So that being said, sometimes we need to put small, things in our lives to accomplish, or sometimes larger things in our lives to accomplish. And one of the things that I put into my life to accomplish is definition to mission. I ran into on YouTube, but I kind of found this woman who is actually a personal trainer of Kim Kardashian. I don't follow Kim Kardashian, but this particular day, I was just like, a few days ago, I was just like, let me see what's going on. And I just happened to come into meeting up with Fit Mel, Melissa out. I can't think of her last name, but she's called Fit Girl with the U, and on YouTube, and I think on Instagram as well. And I just love her story. It brought me to tears because I'm just stuck. Sometimes you feel like you're in a rut. And so I'm just kind of like running this maze and trying to figure out who I'm going to be. That all being said, I said, you know what, 48, I am deciding not to pursue certain things that my ego, my little funky ego, was trying to get me to do, to embrace. I was kind of silently becoming envious of people doing particular things that I feel like I should be doing, that would for some reason make my life a little bit better or something like that. But then I had to pop back into myself because really my real insides are about always expressing who I am. And even as I was talking to the new friend today, I was talking about who I am, because in that conversation, sometimes, especially at these ages, you can meet new people and you can hear their story, and you can either embrace their story and be so excited for them, or you could take that story and you can turn it on yourself and you start to self-evaluate and start criticizing your path. And today I wasn't allowed to do that. I was like really excited about meeting a new friend. And the thing about it was, it was nice. It was nice, and it was freeing because they were interested in what I was doing and what I was talking about. And it wasn't so foreign to them. Some people feel like if you're not doing what they're doing, or they're doing exactly the way that they're doing it, everything's foreign, and they make you feel like it's foreign. I'm not a soul that way. I embrace what other people say to me, but I know that sometimes people can perceive me in a particular way, a very conservative, though I'm fairly conservative inside. But there are things about me that are not. And so some people feel like they have you sized up. I love it when people give me a chance to be who I am. They don't necessarily ask me what I do. They want to know more about me. And so I got that experience today, and that doesn't happen often. Not here in the DMV. People want to know exactly what you do first, and then they decide whether you're going to be a time waster or a person who they're happy to spend time with. So I think I'm losing a little bit of blurriness. I mean, I'm getting a little blurry. But moving on. So I'm trying to maybe focus. Okay. So today, that was also going on. I came home, and as you can see, I'm trying to clean out my closet of the summer stuff. And then I decided, well, I'm gonna put this dress on because I bought it last summer, didn't wear it at all this summer, and I felt kind of summery today, and it was pretty, and I'm cooking dinner for a friend, so I figured that I should look nice. This will be the first time I cook dinner, and I'm not rushing all over the place because again, it's my mother's birthday, and this is a tribute to her. When I was young, my mother we didn't have any money, my mother and me, and you did know my mother was always about celebrating things that happened. And so when something good happened to us, she would figure out something to do. And so she began this tradition of this meal. And the meal, the meal is very simple, but it meant the world back then. So the meal consists of a split chicken breast. Back then, our chicken breasts were not like 1,000,000 pounds as they are right now. They give shots to our chickens now. They didn't do that back then. So anyway, she'd get this split chicken breast, and we'd have one. So they were like normal size. And then under the skin, she would put she'd put a little bit of this cream sauce that she'd made out of cream cheese and chives. And then she'd pour it at the end, after it's all baked, she'd pour it on top of the chicken. And then on the side was stovetop stuffing. You know, I don't cook that. She doesn't even use that anymore, but I don't use it. But for this meal, it was the greatest pairing. It was special to us. So she'd like layer it on the one side, and then she had green beans. So I was telling a friend about this a few weeks ago, and I said, you know, I don't cook Sunday dinner, but I really want to cook this meal my mother cooked when I was a kid. I have never cooked it, I don't think, as a grown-up. And so I invited her over to have it because, you know, I'm just feeling that way. I'm feeling like digging stuff out of the past. Here's the thing. This is day 2 of my definition mission, and most of this stuff I can't even eat. But I'm going to cook it a healthy way and show you later how I did that. So this will be like a 2-part video for today. This is day 2 of the journey, and I'm going to try to be consistent about the videos that I make about this journey for the next 2 years, because I do want you to know I'm a normal person. I do come home, I have a mess to clean up, as you can see. But these are special times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up the recipe for me, but I'm going to keep it as such for my guests, and show you how I played it up and what I did to make it a bit figure friendly for me. I am using fat-free and 1/3 fat cream cheese. So that is one thing that I'm doing. I'm not using full cream cheese. And I will be baking as she did back then. So it's not horrible, but it's just the fact that you have stovetop stuff and then you have carbs and all that. And will I eat some stovetop stuffing? I'm going to eat a little bit. And I'll have a ton of green beans, but that's probably the piece of it that's problematic, far as, and the cream cheese can be a little bit, you know, can give you some calories too. I'm using MyFitnessPal throughout this journey, and I will be learning how to use it and showing you from time to time how I do things. I am learning how to do macros. Fit Girl Mel, I think that's her name, Fit Girl. one of them, Fit Girl or Fit Girl Mel. She shows you how to do macros, and sometimes though when people are in it, it's still very difficult because they may talk fast, and there's certain things about it that are just comfortable to them. So I'm going to give it to you in the way like I'm learning it. And part of it I have learned watching her. But when I go through it, I'm going to be like in my teacher mode. I'm a professor. So you're going to hear from me in a teacher mode, because I want you to, for people who are really starting out, though I have been working out all my life, I've never tracked my macros. I've never tried to do that. I've used MyFitnessPal in the past just to lose, weight. But this is like serious, because I want definition. I want to see my body change. And I love looking at Fit Girl Mel because she's awesome. She's just awesome. I mean, she's been out there for a while, and I'm new to the game. And so, but everything comes when it's supposed to. Everything comes in the time that it's supposed to. So I don't want to like ramble all of these things, but these are important. This is a journey. If you are in your 40s, if you are looking for a life change, you're here. You're right here. I will be setting up talks along the way to help encourage people on their new journey and new life. Not necessarily so much as I don't know. I want to, this is motivation. I am putting out a book towards the end of this year, right in time for Christmas, that will be filled with quotes from Becca is Light. And this is all encouraging people to embrace their truth. I am all about confronting, confessing, and embracing truth. And if that is who you are, if you're trying to make changes for the better, you've got the right person. I'm on a mission, not just for definition of my body, for definition of who I'm going to be at 50, who I'm going to be as a empty nester, who I'm going to be as a new friend for my daughter, who I'm going to be as a new spirit available to be embraced by others. If you read my book, you know that I have had my struggles, not ashamed of anything, and not to have ever been ashamed of sharing the story, because one of the things that God has given me is a voice to give to people who are voiceless and who are feeling ashamed or feeling sad or feeling depressed or feeling like no one understands their life and what their experiences have been. I feel like part of being a beautiful person is being able to be beautiful on the inside and outside, but also to attract others who want to feel their beauty. And the beautiful person who is beautiful on the inside and nice on the outside also gives that vibe out to help the person get to their beautiful place. So just another little spurge, my little, what is it, something mention of my book, Beautiful Darkness. It's on Amazon. I actually took the price down. It's like $12. And it's a nice story of inspiration. For those people who purchased it in the past, thank you. Yes, I've revised it. This is a self-published book, and I am in the midst of coming to doing the second book, and then after that, I will probably dibble dabble with fiction, real life type of things, and just live out my dream as a writer. That's who I am at heart. So I will continue to share and continue to take you on journeys. Right now, you're just on a vlog of my life, and my daughter will, come back to this scene. She's studying right now, so. But we do have some things coming up because we're preparing. So you'll see me a lot just because I'm sharing a lot of different things. I'll share things about, life, this journey of changing your body, changing your mind, changing your soul, being more self-reflective, becoming a critical thinker about life. Just taking you through the things that I'm going through. I have not made it. And I will say this. I do find that I have, when you are people do tell you the story, you're just like, wait a minute, I got to be doing something. We make mistakes. I have made them. My life reflects that. But the great thing about it is I do have the opportunities to change things. And that's what I'm doing. if I am doing that, so can you. So we never judge. We never are too, the things that we've chosen to do and the situations that we've been in, those are things that have helped us grow. And from there, we can make ways to have a much more quality existence than maybe we are experiencing right now. So stay in touch. I will be back later to show you that what the dinner and what I do with the dinner. I'll share recipes and pictures and things like that. I am on Instagram under Epiphany, and I think it's Epiphany_innovation. Maybe I will try to do a Becca's Light one. I don't know, but I think I may actually open it up. So I will let you know today if I do that. So start another Instagram where it's just dedicated to this journey. So until then, have a blessed, fabulous Sunday, and do something beautiful for yourself. It is very sunny outside. We missed that hurricane. Prayers go out to North Carolina and South Carolina and to the people who have already lost their lives. And we pray that we don't lose any more. And we just pray that God's hand is covering. Things are going to happen. You can't blame God for that, because guess what? Our lives here are very limited. And I heard one woman say, when it's time to go, it's time to go. But that's not helpful in the situation when you lose people that who you love. But here's the deal. God, he sees and he knows all about us. He is the one responsible for how long we are here. And even if it's a short time, if it's a long time, there was a purpose for it. The point is that you and others around you have to be able to get to understanding what the purpose is. We wouldn't be so sad if we understand that people have purposes. And if we're living that purpose, when it's our time to go, people are embracing the purpose that we were here for. They are so moved and changed by that purpose that you fulfilled that it's not as sad as you think it will. It's sad because we're just human and we're limited in our feelings that way. But the bigger picture is God has a purpose and a plan for all of us. And if we're living our purpose and our plan, our death, our lack of existence doesn't go or dissolve in vain. People respond and people grow from us living our purpose. So that is a huge part of why I am doing videos and why I am moving in that direction to really encourage people to live out their truth and become who God has set you up to be. So until later, peace. It's Becca. It's Light, September 16th. Thank you for joining me.